Hello YouTube, please like and subscribe and check me out on Twitch. I stream almost every day. Today we are playing in a D3 to D2 game and I'm running PTA Overheal Bloodline Cutdown with Cosmic Insight and Boots. And I like this rune page a lot because it's a nice blend of all in plus having a bit more lane pressure without being as committal like a Conqueror is. And then Cosmic Insight, because I'm going to be going Gale Force this game, is always really nice. I'll my flash up my Gale Force up sooner. It's kind of a random trade from Vayne. I didn't expect her to auto me there, but I should be autoing the wave here because it's really important that you never let a Yuumi lane hit level 2 first. Oh, I think my support disconnected. Oh. What? Alright, well, you know what? I can't believe his Aphelios can 2v1 lane super god mode. Okay, we're gonna wait for the reconnect. I think the lane's gonna shove into me, so we're actually not completely boned. The most important thing whenever you're in these situations is to not have a bad wave, because if your wave is bad, you're gonna be stuck in a really awkward spot. At least it's shoving into me, meaning that I'm gonna be able to play the game for the next 2 minutes at least. I'm gonna let Yuumi recall. Didn't block the cannon for me. That's good.
First blood. An ally has been slain.
And our top side's losing? No shot. No shot. My mental can only take so much, I swear. Don't do this to me. It's too early in the day for this. Like, I still have my whole life to live. Like, please, at least give me a winning team if I'm gonna be 2v1 bot. But yeah, I'm just farming. Vayne's shoving it out, but if I was this Vayne, I would just let the lane. I'd crash lane once and I just make it push into her. And then on the slow push, I would just freeze it usually. But we'll see. I mean, it's really hard for Aphelios 2v1 because he's so
An ally has been slain.
He's such a hard commit champion. I think I could trade you though.
Enemy killing spree.
I can't fight into the wave here, but she was fighting into the wave. It was kind of winnable. Our support reconnected? Man, I could beat Vayne 1v1 there, but the jungler's here now. Get it together, Brand! Get it together, Brand. We have a whole game to play. I'm gonna get in front of him here and just thin out the wave. Gonna make it more annoying for them to shove me into tower. Getting good autos, but I mean, let's see. Thought my get Lewis there, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully that's a double, but I don't know if it's worth it because it's just like we're in such a precarious situation where not only do I have the executioners because I have Yuumi, but my support's AFK. This is a terrible situation to be in. It's still completely winnable if this guy reconnects, but to be honest, the biggest issue here is like a Brand disconnecting, and Brand is such a lane reliant champion. Like, he needs to do well in lane and just take control of the game to be a good champion, and him not doing that is just like it's something else, let me tell you. And I have to go executioners here because I'm not gonna be ahead ever. Which means I'm kind of relying on my team to do damage, and they're behind. But having executioners against that team is like really important because Lisa and Yumi is just gonna heal so much if you don't have it. It's gonna be something, but you know what? The ye olde Remmacs always teach you the wise ways from coming from behind. Coming back from behind. Alright. Yumi's not here. I have a level 2 brand, and they're actually winning that fight, which is insane. Right here, right here.
Double kill.
Let's go! Instant ulti with the chakrams. Let's go. It's so winnable. This Vayne, she's cocky AF. It's so winnable. It's so winnable. It's like right there. I know I need to use. Chakram ulti because it gives me more melee damage. My support tip. No, I don't know what's going on anymore, guys. I don't know what's going on anymore. 1 second I'm winning and now I'm losing again. Please. Please. I'm gonna get free boots, so I'm gonna go for a longsword here. And then I'll put my pink ward down defensively, and then I can get my free boots. You know, you have to wonder the odds of him coming back, he wins a fight and disconnecting. Is that to just add insult to injury? Is he doing this on purpose? I need to know, like, is he just like, how this guy's gonna feel if I reconnect and we win and then we lose again? They won't be able to handle it. I think they just win that. Okay, that's huge. That's a massive overcommit. Meaning that the only thing I need to technically do is hold down the Vayne 1v1. Fizz is roaming though, you see that? Fizz instantly moving towards me. So what are we gonna do? It's a little late. He put the ward down, but we gotta put this ward down. So we know about the tower dive angle. And then we just have to be able to 1v1 the Vayne. Let's assume her ulti's back up because the Faye's ult cooldown is very long. So you can assume if your ult's back up, your opponent's ult's back up as well. And she could just be looking to 1v1 me. In which case, I'm gonna have to stay in the wave and fight. But I think Lee Sin's gonna come back bot here. I'm in a really bad spot. I have to check the bushes. I'm in a really bad spot here. If I was Vayne and she's like really good, she just frees this wave. And I'm pretty much out of the game. Because there's no way I can like out pressure that. So right here, I'm just gonna leave. And I think I'm gonna call for the drag. I have good guns for it. And I'm gonna just burn this. And I have refillable as well. And this is like, I'm just trying to get value on the map in any way I can because I need to. And it looks like she's broke the freeze and slow pushing into me. My brand's back. We're back in winner's queue, baby. Like, let's go. It's your boy. It's your boy. Let's go. We back on top once again. And just like that, we're
Disconnected. A summoner has reconnected.
Stop, man. I'm trying to run educational YouTube content and you are ruining my chances of doing that. Okay, so I'm gonna just last hit the wave. It's really important that Brand doesn't die and he gets this EXP. And I can't actually hold for swap combo, so I'm gonna get rid of these guns right away. And then I can get rid of this and go for grab. Got the grab. Got the grab. Oh. And then she's gonna dodge up. Oh wow, she dodged down. Take her. Okay, you know what? Listen.
A summoner has disconnected.
Listen.
A summoner has rampage.
This Vayne's built different. Don't question it. I've seen Vayne dodge upwards before. Don't question it. We're doing such a nice job of not dying here though. Like overall, just like talking about the game in general, we're doing a really nice job of not inting it up. Like, when you're in this situation, there are like a few things you have to play for, and you have to play for the reconnect, and you have to play for containing the bleeding. That means like you're gonna do everything within your power to make the game playable so your team can play the game. And that's exactly what I've been doing. Except for missing my Caliber multi, that was a huge int. I should have either commit flash there for an auto or held it so I could finish. So I'm at 1,000 int. I'm gonna get nuke over here because I want to get my Gale Force as soon as possible, because that's gonna increase my agency the most in this game. Yeah, I'm a caffeine abuser today. I gotta get cracked with it. Gonna ping Mia. And I'm just gonna walk back to lane, and again, we're just playing the waiting game. I have an AFK brand support who's been constantly disconnecting, meaning that he's a player that I can't rely on to do anything. Meaning everything I do has to be for myself or around what my teammates are doing. In particular, Darius and Nid, if they go for a play, I'm generally gonna want to follow it up. That's a really bad face check. But yeah, I'm generally gonna want to follow it up because and you see that the way I do that, I go for an Infernum Q there because it's a lot less committal, meaning that I can still get my grab without putting myself in a dangerous spot. Pretty good. And we got 2 ultis down. So that means what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna play up, and I'm gonna start playing cocky. Because they burn their 2 ultimates, meaning that we have about probably like a minute 30 where we can play aggressive. And if they decide to contest our aggression here, and we have good vision, we can actually probably get something from this. So I'm gonna play aggressive here. It's my grab. But yeah, it's a good spot to be in. We should definitely play up here. I'm a bit worried about a Lee Sin gank, because now that the wave is over here, our line of vision's all through river, meaning that like he can definitely find an angle to get that to happen. But I'll be able to get nice. Infernum is good at pressuring that tower, and this is generally Brand's sweet spot. Lee Sin's mid right now. They have Camille up in a bit, so I'm wondering maybe we might get TP'd on. Our jungler's hovering though, and we don't have TP, so I'm actually gonna back off here, because I'm not sure about the TP situation. Our jungler's hovering, but that would still be a 3v4. Yeah, see, so Camille decided TP mid, but like if they had a flank ward for us, it could have been us, right? So it's all about thinking about the map and like what we need to do in accordance with it. But right now, it's free to pressure, right? Free to pressure, because all the pressure is not here. That's okay. Not the best brand ult, but I think if we shove here and then I get like Calibrum, we can probably look for something. So I'm gonna shut out here. And we are going to get Calibrum going. Scary stuff, but we live it every time. That was a bad tower placement on my part. So that tower placement, it works better against like most AD carries, but like let's say we're playing against Vayne, okay? So no other AD carry is gonna approach the fight like Vayne, but Vayne always wants to tumble and get a condemn angle. So that means that we should put our tower up higher so that if she takes the fight in that direction, we're actually gonna have a good tower angle that's gonna mark her. So that's my bad. But it's okay. I'm gonna go towards tier 2 boots here. We got our Gale Force, meaning we're a lot more of a character now. Like we have outplay potential, and if they want to force on us, they can't force on us as hard. And I should have probably ulted a bit earlier. I wasn't too sure about what ulti I wanted to do, but in that situation, the reason why I went for Calibrum ult is because Calibrum ult does the most damage, like as a singular ulti. Getting more chakrams would give me more DPS in an extended fight, but that fight was gonna end in like 2 seconds after I ulti, meaning that I would only have time for one more auto attack, so I'd have to bet on the Calibrum follow-up auto rather than having more chakrams. Vayne's extremely strong right now though. Kraken Slayer Vayne almost wins every single 1v1. The easiest way to beat Vayne is usually just beating her in team fights, because Aphelios has so many other ways to do damage in fights, while Vayne has to just run at people and commit. So like one-on-one, after 6, it gets a lot harder because, you know, Aphelios' weakness is like invisibility. He can't hit what he can't see. But he has other ways to play the game. And I don't really know what my brand's doing, to be honest with you. Like, he's been kind of just in the limbo, but hey, I appreciate that he's back, you know. Lee Sin's bot side right now, so I'm not showing because we don't have flash, and we're generally the weakest members on the map. So I'm gonna put a scrying here, so I know that I have both angles covered in case he hops the wall. And then I'm just chilling again, and then I'm gonna ping Mia, and they're rotating, and they're hard committing on this rotation. So I ping them off because they shouldn't fight here, and instead I shove, and I hope my teammates don't fight. But I mean, if they do, I can't. Nothing can be done. But what my response here is, I see how hard they commit to the rotate, and I deny at least a wave before anything happens. And now that I'm here, I'm down to fight, and we can play this fight slow. Brand kind of entered it, but Vayne just ate a massive... I kind of into that fight, I'm not gonna lie. If they don't have a Fizz, I play that great, but that was bad. Okay. That was a nice Calibrum Q. Pulling Fizz is fine too, but when you play against Assassins, AD carries can never commit to fights before Assassins, and that's what I did. I was really, like, ambitious there. So, I commit before Fizz commit, right? He had pretty much, I think he had everything. And that's like his ideal scenario, is like, oh, AD carry commits first, I'm gonna kill him. And if you're ever wondering why you have so much trouble against Assassins, just play a team fight where the Assassins get confused and you like wait out a bit before the fight. They're gonna do nothing. And then they're gonna commit to the fight because they're like, well, I can't go for the AD carry anymore. And then after that is like the perfect time for AD carries to commit, and I didn't do that. If I was a bit more patient, I could actually just clean that whole team fight out, but I was not patient at all. I was like, oh, I wanna win the fight. And I ended it. It's like, yeah. It's okay. I obviously did that so I could give more educational content on like what not to do. This game, they have a decent bit of armor, but the thing is, we haven't, it's hard to say. We have AP in Brandon Nid. I don't think they're gonna opt for more armor items past like size and steel caps. I think I'm still gonna go collector this game. That looks really rough. I'm gonna rotate. Oh.
An ally has been slain.
That's my bad. So what actually happened there is my brand. Okay, this doesn't cover for what I did there. My brand, I believe he E'd the bush. Okay, so when you see someone do that, in my head I'm like, oh, it's clear. But it wasn't a ward, it was an E. So in my head I'm thinking, okay, it's clear, I can rotate. AD carry should never rotate through that area unless they know it's 100% clear, and I did not do that. And so Fizz just jumped on me, and I was not ready for it at all. And we should be fighting for drag anyways, so any fights happening right now I just really troll. At least we burn a Fizz flash and my flash, and I'll have a Gale Force for this drag, but that was very troll. I don't have to back here, and I'm gonna use red buff and Severum to sustain, and then I'm gonna probably play the fights for green-white. And if you're wondering, like, normally if you're gonna be late to set up, which is what my team is gonna be, green-white isn't as good. But seeing as how they have a lot of divers, I don't really mind playing for green-white. Wow, that is a hard aim from Renekton, dude. Yeah, okay, so Renekton was not one of the players who said I'm gonna play around this game, and probably for good reason. If they want to fight us here, this is actually ideal, though. Oh, drop your ulti. Okay, so that's 2 people inting. That means that we cannot get drag anymore. Drag's off the table. So what we should do is just shove lanes. That's like frustrating though, because our team was doing such a nice job of playing for soul, and they just die randomly before drag. And for the record, if you're an AD carry that dies before drag, you're just an inter. Like, there's no excuse for an AD carry to ever die before drag. No fizzle. I think we could, these guys are playing so greedy. We could definitely like for a fight after. Oh yeah, let's do it. I'm down. I think this is not bad. If we kill Lee, I think we can just do it. Yeah, you see what I did there? Camille wants to commit to me, and I'm like, no shot. Get the vision. I walk out of her stun range. She has to flash commit to me. She's gonna go. Hey, let's get a free Baron. And that fight, we played it patient. Like, now that's some good patience right there. And you know what? We were lacking that earlier, but we make a little adjustment, and we pick up a Baron to go, okay? So, like, it's okay if you mess up fights beforehand. Like, games don't end after you mess up one fight, but it's really important that, like, throughout the game, like, you correct the mistakes that you're making, and you're thinking, like, okay, what have I been doing wrong in this game? Like, where can I adapt and, like, start playing better and playing slower and understanding, like, what needs to happen before fights is something I corrected, and you see that fight. It's really awesome. Now we have Baron, so we're gonna like to shove mid. Our Darius definitely went side, so we can just 4-1 it, and we'll have 4 people meatballing in the middle because Renekton, me, Brand, like, we're kind of bad alone, so having the boys together is good here. I want my teammates mid, but no one's mid yet, so I'm actually not showing anymore because they're kind of playing bad. But it's really important to not solo push as an 80 carry, even if you're right, like, which you probably, like, you know what, 80 carries, we got the best decision making. But, like, even if you're right, if your teammates, like your top laner, his brain process a little slow, he doesn't really understand the macro, you just gotta be patient. You just gotta be a little patient. Like, I don't understand why we're not mid. This is a Diamond 2 game, by the way. So now I'm rotating for the play because they don't have vision here. What knocked me up? Fizzle? That was a really good grab ult. I didn't need to go in. My Darius could have done it all. I won't lie, I was horny for the montage play. Like, I saw a nice little quadra kill waiting for me, and I did go for it. So we should just be grouped. We kind of wasted our Baron. Like, whenever you have Baron and, like, you're kind of debating, well, what could you guys have done? At the very least, if you're ahead and you have Baron, you should be able to get the inner towers. Sometimes teams are hard to break inner towers, which this team is not, by the way. Like, this team, we could have easily got inner tower as well, or inner towers, but because we were just fighting for no reason over here, we end up getting nothing. And I'm also not there, and I'm probably like one of the stronger members on the team now. 2 items. Also, you see me sell my D-Blade there, and that's because I want to be on the map consistently from this point on. Oh, we might end up losing this game if we keep on inting. Dude, this looks really bad. Is this salvageable? I don't think so. Yeah, she's full. These two need to kind of stop inting. They're kind of delaying the whole game plan, because our top and jungle are, like, always kind of ready to play, but then these guys aren't. It's making the game really hard. Camille's full. She beat me in a 1v1, so I'm not gonna go contest their camps unless I see her show mid, in which case I will. Yeah, see how she's coming for me, so I'm not gonna go. But, like, if she did commit to mid wave, that'd be a good time to take camps, because they're pressuring towards bot side. I actually think we can still contest drag, and I think it's worth contesting because we still have ultis. So I do think we go contest drag and we play to get soul point. This is where it gets dicey though, because we were supposed to get the drag before this, right? And so not having the drag before this means that we're in this spot where it's really hard for us to close out because they got time to scale. And that's why if you're a team that doesn't scale as hard, it's really important that you actually do play for drag timings. I think not enough people respect drag timings, and they kind of just say, like, oh no, it's okay. Like, sometimes it's not okay, and, like, sometimes you really do have to play, like, kind of clean. You should die here. That's 2 ultis wasted. I'm down to fight if they want to fight, but we got the drag, so odds are there's no fight here. They're funneling really hard. That is scary. See, I take the safe way. If I walk that way and Lisa wants to, like, flash kick me, it's over, dude. But I am down to fight. That's 2 ultis wasted. We could just run at them. They don't have Yuumi ult. Yeah, so we're not getting the fight here. Camille's going top. I'm down to look at Camille. But the thing is, this fight, we should, if we go for it, it should be very low commitment. What I mean by that is we should not be committing sums or ultis to kill Camille here. And the reason why is because if we do, and then Camille spawns, she gets her TP back, she goes to Baron, we don't have ultis, she'll have everything, and we're just gonna get run over. They still don't have ultimates yet though. I'll save the blast cone for Darius, and we can look for a fight. No fizz ult. Yeah, this is really good, dude. Let's play this slow and let's get a fight. Nice Anyas. I'm down for this. Remmacs has a flank. Let's just play it slow. Let's walk up. Go for it. Nice hook. Okay, didn't land my ult. Okay, so right there, I didn't land my ult, but in my head what I'm thinking before that fight completely is, if I land this ulti, what am I gonna do? And so I was gonna land ult, Chakram auto, and then finish with Gale Force. This should be a free Baron though, so I'm not too sure where we're running. Like, I'm just gonna try my hardest to ping my teammates to objectives we need to go to, because, okay, there's no shot you die here, right? Alright, now we have to kill them, because we can't Baron anymore. See, that's what I mean, like, that's why it's so important to close out games, because your teammates will start doing like really weird stuff that you just like don't comprehend. That was a free Baron, and she lost Baron over a Raptor camp. Essentially. Fizz ult's up again, by the way. Like, that's mind-boggling. We're gonna lose Baron over a Raptor camp. The thing is, I'm not gonna tilt to Baron and like try to rush it even though I have good guns, because that would be just as in. And so instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to plan B, we're gonna recall BF sword 2 pinks, and then we're gonna play for drag while not giving them Baron. They might try to rush Baron. We don't have any wards. So I'm gonna get my BF sword, and then I'm gonna get 2 pinks. This is mid, but this is still sketchy. We don't have a TP. They could just TP to Baron. So the first thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go scrying. Okay, they're not on it, thankfully. They're looking for a fight instead. I'm okay with this. Fights in the jungle in this area are like not bad for green line, so I'm actually down. I'll put 1 tower down. I have 1 more stack, but the thing is, our Wincon's not Baron. Our Wincon is 4th drag, so I don't want to go here. Like, if we lose the fight here, we'd actually lose the game. Like, we would actually lose the game if we lose a fight here.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Huh? Okay. Darius needs to go shut out bot, and then we're gonna fight for drag. This is the only thing that needs to happen right now. I think my Nidalee might die walking into her jungle, because I think Camille might be here, so I'm gonna cover. Whew. Game's getting hard. They might look to start it if we all commit to drag. Yeah, I think they're looking at Baron. I'm a bit scared to face check. I'm not gonna face check. I'm down to put a pink down though. I'll put a pink down. She has Zhonya's. This is doable. Dang, my team rotated kind of slow there. That's brutal. That's twice now we got a bad fight. That's like not around the objective we want. It's crazy. Yeah, their team comp skill is really hard. This game's hard. Really hard game. Lose drag. And that's the thing, like, because I had a really weird laning phase, I'm not saying I didn't in fights, but because I didn't have the opportunity to win lane, a lot of my decisions have been more based off of, a lot of my decisions have been based around my teammates. And so I'm trying to coordinate with my teammates and it's not going well. And that's because I have a lot less agency because I didn't snowball lane. And that's why it's so important to be good at laning, because if you can win your lane, you get a lot more agency in terms of taking over the game. So right now, like, we're in this awkward situation where it's like, I need to somehow rally the troops and we have to figure out how the hell we're gonna win this game. Man, that is crusty. We are like getting caught and just makes executing like every fight. Super frustrating. You don't hit the plants against Camille. It's important to keep them up, because you can break Camille all with plants. I can't do anything here. I literally cannot do anything right now. Cause I need space. Only thing I can do here is wait and be patient. Nice steal. Just run. Just run. Just run. When your teammates steal Baron, you just run. This is like the #1 rule. So that bought us a lot of time. That got us a lot of gold. And this gives us a chance to get enough pressure to get Soul. And Soul might be our only saving grace for winning this game. Because we're getting out-CL'd right now. And we need to find a way back into this game. Getting Soul and me having IE might be our best bet. I'm gonna have to play fights extremely slow. And we'll just see where it goes. We'll see where this will go. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. So let's see. Can we clear mid? I mean, I'm strong. I'm definitely strong. I definitely have potential to pop off in these fights now. Because with IE, I can look for some crit one taps, but we'll see. It's really important against like a Yuumi. If I'm gonna commit to a kill, they need to die. If they survive our burst, then we're in a really bad spot. Oh, it's man. This Renekton just gives me anxiety every time I watch him play. Get our GA. Huge. Gonna get rid of grab here. Not useful. That's insane. And grab's not useful there because it's too low stack that it's hard for me to consistently use it. We're just gonna look for an end here. I think we just try to pressure an end and bait them into fighting us here. I can't get hit by Fizzle. I'm gonna play it slow. I'm gonna play it really slow and see if they commit onto us. Okay, that's the Fizzle. Yuumi ult. I can't auto. I'm down to fight this though. Got him. Guys, if that's the content you like and subscribe, and check me out on Twitch. I think I win here. Yeah, if that's the content you like and subscribe, and check me out on Twitch. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.